Hello, it's friezenfan here with a new house build. Today we're building a sort of vacation rental house on a beach. Like imagine this on Fiji. I've seen pictures of resorts where there are like a row of cabins over the water. Imagine this being there. But then like a honeymoon suite kind of situation. That's what we're building right now. Sometimes you just need to build stuff, and this was one of those days, apparently. I'm trying to figure out sizing right now. I do think that the way it turned out in the end is kind of the way I wanted it to turn out, so that's a good thing, I guess. And I love a bit of automatic roofing, especially if it looks that bad. That's definitely a given. And during building this, I did Google a reference picture just to get a couple of the colors, like those huts. As although I have built all of the lots on Luna Island, this is quite different. At least I found it quite different, as those lots usually have wooden slats in all kinds of different colors, and this house is gonna be a beigey situation. That's definitely the vibe we're going for. I did try to look at different options, but then it didn't look right. And I think it's quite essential that it looks kind of decent. Of course, the end result needs to look kind of decent. And this definitely was not the vibe I was aiming for. But yeah, imagine this renting this cabin somewhere tropical with a view like this. Okay, given the fact that the view is not going to be out of the window, I think, right? I changed that, right? Yeah, so when you lay in the bed you don't have a view out of the window, but that's beside the point, I guess. Sorry for the noise. And I really wanted to do something cool with this wall, so you're gonna see me fidget around with this wall for ages, because I had this thing in my head that I really wanted to try, but then it didn't pan out in the right way. So that's great. Usually hotels have white sheets, just plain white sheets, but I think this with this stripe also looks very chic, sophisticated, expensive. And I really wanted to have a TV out of the bed, like you could watch TV in bed. I think that's also a very hotel thing. But this room also comes with a sitting room with another TV, because why not? If you can, you should, right? It's expensive room. It should come with something like that. But I doubt you will bring guests over to entertain. But yeah, if it's a honeymoon suite, I think it might be nice that you can watch TV from a couch instead of from the bed. I don't know. I have not been on a honeymoon or to a honeymoon suite, so I'm just guessing. And I also don't really think that you will have any use for a desk in a honeymoon suite, but we're putting one in. Mostly because it is useful and definitely I think it's a good filler. Good filler for space. Talking is so difficult. As we all know, talking is definitely not my forte. But we'll struggle to. And as I said, I do think the end result is really worth it. Especially if you're watching this, please watch to the end, because as I said, the end result is really worth watching for. It's something different than what I usually do, so that's also always good. It's also quite big. I guess, I don't know, but I guess that those cabins on Fiji in a row are not this big. I'm just guessing. I actually googled it and I couldn't really find reference pictures like from the inside, like a floor plan. I would love to have seen a floor plan for something like that, but there just wasn't. And according to my screen right here, I built this in 4 different times. As I probably mentioned before, I usually build for an hour, but that means at the end of the hour I get just a little bit tired of building, and I will go for easy fixes. I would not come up with something like this at the end of an hour. No, so that's definitely something to keep in the back of your head. And I think this time I've built this not in spans of an hour, but more like 30 minutes, sort of. Shorter time spans. Oh, those difficult words. And if you don't know, one of my favorite colors, apart from lilac, is like a turquoisey, tealy color. That's definitely not what we're seeing right now. Right? I'm definitely not trying to do that. But yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite colors, and I think it goes really well. At least the end result, it goes really well with what I like seeing, and that's also what we're doing now. And the rest is just gonna be this beigey off-white thing, maybe unison with then these pops of teal. And what you're seeing, the structure right now, is not what we're ending up with. Nope. I'm trying to find a decent marble that's not this basic one. But of course, as per usual, it's proven to be difficult. See, sometimes it's great that you have all these options in create a style, but sometimes it's also very tricky because you could spend hours trying to recolor stuff. Hours. I'm, as per usual, don't know what to talk about. What's new, right? That's almost always the issue. But I was trying to do this bathroom, but then I got distracted again, as per usual. And I've had not used this shower in so long. This is definitely one of my favorite showers if I have the room for it. Current household, I'm playing offline. It doesn't have a big house, so I'm not using this shower, but I would love to. Just dropping another mat here. Just also trying to bring a pop of color into the house. And a his and her sink situation, if you may. But for the rest, this is kind of a very box standard bathroom, if you ask me. And yes, this tub is right in front of the window, but this is also a honeymoon suite, so I'm guessing that there's not really it's not near a big walkway, road, path situation, so I think you'll be fine if you sat in that hot tub, in that tub in front of the window. It would be nice, you might have a very nice view. And now here we go again. This is the third time, right? Yes. See, I really wanted this also outdoor bathroom situation. Because that could be very nice. Nice is not the word. Romantic, tropical, honeymoon-esque. But also having the hardest time figuring out I'm rebuilding a whole wall. And I decided to end up using these half walls, fences sort of situation. And I always go to these bricks, stones, pattern, but I never end up using them because I never get to recolor it properly, but I think this time I did a good job. This looks like semi-okay-ish colors, if you ask me. And who wouldn't want an outdoor shower on a place like this? And doing it like this with this other wall, it kind of blocks the person's view. Maybe. I say maybe, I'm not quite sure of it. I do really enjoy the idea of this bathroom, outdoor bathroom. We're also putting in another tub. I don't really want to know who's cleaning this bathroom because I wouldn't want to do that. But it's a resort, so you pay for the person cleaning it, I guess. But the whole thing. Oh, as I said, the last time we saw layout, that was not the final layout of the house. You can see that I've added on to it. We've built a kitchen, because that seems like a great idea. We definitely needed a kitchen. We definitely didn't need a kitchen, but we now got a kitchen, and the cabin has gotten even bigger, because we really needed more space. I'm nodding yes, definitely. We needed more space, because it was already very big. But here we are again. We're now doing the outside bit. And as I said, this is definitely not a place that you're gonna have friends over or guests. But apparently there was need for a full table with 4 chairs and some sun lounges. And then I also wanted a bench, couch. Because we definitely needed that. That's the kitchen. And we also made some kind of walk-in closet, separate thingy, not completely, but also not separate, sort of situation. I'm really good at explaining, but I hope you see what I mean. The 2 separate wardrobes there. We're also putting a mirror outside. That's definitely a risk. I don't know how long this mirror is gonna last, but it's there, apparently. And we're also finishing off some decorating here in this kitchen, because you need that. You need some decorating in the kitchen. Some sort of art on the wall. Nothing too fancy, but also I thought we needed a kitchen. But I said this might be just a honeymoon cabin. That's way fancier than any of the other cabins this resort has. I'm just guessing, because I've not been here. This is all just imagination of mine. But I do like this addition of the kitchen. And I also, which is quite new for me, enjoy the landscaping I did here. I am not good at landscaping like this, like it's random wild clusters. Not good at it, but I do like how this turned out. Nothing too much, nothing too fancy, but just a little bit. Trying to get a small palm tree. But looking at my video here, we're getting to the end of it. Looking at my screen, we're also trying to form a path, like sort of like there's a path here that leads up to the cabin, sort of. And I really enjoyed having these circles, like that. There's somebody some mornings that draw circles for you in the sand. But this is also going to be the end of the video, for me at least. And there are screenshots at the end, of course. If you enjoyed watching this video, thumbs it up. Subscribe to my channel so you see the next part. The next video, not next part. Anyhow, my name is friezenfan. Hope you have a lovely day. Goodbye.